Who would have thought? March 3rd, and it's spring.
It is here on the D-pad. I'm Rick.
And I'm Peter.
And this is Pokémon Brilliant Diamond, and also happy 7th birthday to the Switch as we're recording this.
Happy 7th birthday, Switch.
It is March 3rd, 20 of the 24s. And,
oh, that still hurts.
Yeah, a little bit. We were just kind of talking about it last night, where it's like 2024 is the first year that actually feels real again. Like 2020 to 2023 just feels like this blur. Like everything just kind of feels like the same region of time. And 2024 is the first one that feels like a little more distinct. Where it's like, okay, we're 4 years out from that, and it's kind of like, okay, 2024 is a real year. Everything before is this like haze, but
yeah.
But yeah, I won the most recent face-off, which means we are getting back into
Brilliant Diamond.
Yeah, Brilliant Diamond. And I have a couple things that I would like to do. If I can remember.
Swim uphill.
Yeah, we have the ability to do some uphill swims. But I'm also trying to remember. Yes, here we go.
Canalave.
I can and I will, goddammit. We're flying as far away as we can.
Yeah, literally across the continent.
Yes.
Island?
Dropping down here.
How big is this place? Would we call it an island or a continent?
Oh, Sinnoh?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Let's take another look at it real quick.
Because they refer to them as
continents. I would refer to this as not a continent, but an island nation.
Sure.
Like, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pretty significant sized cities. Like, I think that's enough to qualify as a country.
Yeah.
Definitely not a continent. Like, what is the smallest continent? Is it would that be South America? No, I guess Europe would be the smallest continent. And even then, that's based off of our current definitions of continent.
Right. And well, in Europe, one could argue is part of the actual Eurasian continent.
Yes. Yeah. And then you start getting more into tectonics and geology, at which point the lines that we've drawn ourselves kind of mean a lot less. But,
yes.
So the reason that I'm here is, I think right here. How John had one shelf. Like, I think we both looked at a bunch of different shelves around it, and we missed this one.
Yeah.
Also, hello to anybody watching during Pokemon Legends Arceus when we inevitably flash back to this. It's a text that was only recently discovered, and its ancient letters were decoded. Would you like to read it? Yeah. It's called the Violet Book. Once upon a time in the East Sea, there was a Pokemon known as the Prince. A brave human asked Pokemon living in the sea to let them see the prince. Would you like to keep... Oh. What? The book just says, would you like to keep reading? I'm like,
yes.
I think.
Turn the page to read more.
Mantike, Buizel, and Quillfish with huge spikes, so maybe an Overquill.
Yes.
Acknowledge the human's bravery. So my guess is that we're going to need those 3 Pokemon in our party. Or maybe those 3 have to be... I don't think there are any wild Overquill, so that would have to be Pokemon in your party. Acknowledge the human's bravery and joined them. Together, they set off in a boat over the sunset-streaked sea, sailing through the ocean gate. Okay, there's that tunnel.
Yep.
Stretched over the waves.
So do you need to have read it in this game for something to unlock in the other game?
No, I think you just... I think that they've got just enough stuff that there's a really low probability that you'll just happen to get this right. Like, the odds of having a Mantike, Buizel, and Overquill in your party when you're, I guess, using Basculegion to swim through the archway of that tunnel over the water, I feel like the odds are fairly low for that exact combination of stuff.
So I know why I had the Mantike and the Overquill in the team.
Oh, did you happen to have all 3 of those?
Yes.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
You might have been just doing the Buizel quest or something.
Probably.
I am curious because the Ears of the Prince makes me also wonder if there's anything to do with like Prinplup, but I feel like maybe not. Just because if it's about, I want to meet the prince, that would not be...
Brave Little Party at...
Brave Little Party at the Seaside Hollow.
Oh, okay, yep.
Okay. So, sailing under the arch, it may not even matter which direction, so long as you sail to or swim to the Seaside Hollow. Okay. All right. That's good to know. That may make an appearance in a Pokemon Legends Arceus video in the near future. We do have a bit of a backlog there, so don't be surprised if it's like a good week and a half until we say anything about that.
Yeah. It might not be April yet, but...
Yeah, oh no, it'll be March for sure, but it's a matter of like, is that going to be like mid-March or, But so I wanted to make sure I did that before anything else, since we're now in the opportunity. Like, before I was like, oh, man, am I just going to have to just randomly record that while we're waiting for John to do stuff? But then timing actually kind of worked out pretty nicely.
Yeah.
So we now have the ability to use Waterfall, and I'm going to do a bit of a Waterfall World Tour, and I'm kind of keeping an eye on where there's watery areas in general. I think we determined that the left side of the map has, I think, 0 waterfalls. There might be one in Mount Coronet. I think, in fact, there is one in Mount Coronet.
I do believe that was one of the places that had a waterfall gate.
Oh, right. I have to use this fucking shit. Nope. Hey. Oh, boy. I can't wait to never use this again.
And you have so many apps.
There we go. Yeah, it's so... The fact that you cannot toggle them or deactivate them is maddening. I don't need a fucking calculator.
It's bloatware that you can't turn off.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here's the waterfall that we've been poking around at. Oh, actually, I should take a look at my dudes. Everybody's in good shape. Let's put somebody else out front. I don't think I want George Dude out front. Like, granted, he can survive any hit that comes at him at least once, but
you don't want him to get wet.
Yeah. I actually don't have a great... I guess Lucky is my best one for water. He's actually my only one that's good for water.
Because he's completely neutral for incoming and stab for...
Should actually... I forget if... I don't think electricity resists water, so yeah. But yeah, it'll be stab against. Delmar also has both, I think, electric and grass moves. No, I think he used to have Thunderbolt, but now he's got Grass Knot instead, because that was...
Grass Knot is so nice.
Yes, it was a strategic maneuver to counter John's... Blastoise and also Gyarados, honestly. Like, it still does pretty good damage there. I think we have quite a ways to go.
Yep, I think you still go over and down to get over to the water so that you can surf those waterfalls.
Here we go. I think this will do it. There we go. All right. Now, here's the other thing, actually. I don't know if I have the waterfall TM. Oh, no, I think... Because that I don't think matters for this. Yeah, wait, no, I don't have waterfall right now.
So where do you
am I
get
missing
it?
a TM? Oh, shit. My guess would be that it's, like, moderately close to where we were, but I also thought I was being pretty thorough with that. So, actually, you know what? Hang on. I bet we get it. I bet we get it here in Sunyshore. I wouldn't be surprised if we...
just handed to you by somebody?
Yeah. That would be my guess. Even though there's no reason for them to need to do that, I may as well give it a shot, because I think we're going north from here. Hey, Jasmine. City makes me feel at home somehow. It's next to the sea, and there's a lighthouse. Oh, that's this city's gym badge. You must be very good. But please take these, too. Whoa, that seems pretty good. Waterfall. There we go. All right, now we're good. Excellent.
Ta-da!
I was like, hang on a second. Am I getting ahead of myself here? If you use Waterfall from the Pokédex, you'll be able to get to the Pokemon League. I don't know how I should say this, but good luck. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is how you should say it.
Yep. Including the... I don't know how I should say this, but good luck. That's an appropriate level of energy for that, is the... have fun, baby.
Right, 80-100. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. Let's see how it compares over here. Probably not actually going to want Waterfall on Pippa, but... Yep. Okay, so Pippa's special attack is better anyway, and Surf is a better move. It may make it flinch.
Yep.
I don't think that's enough to warrant a much lower stat.
No.
Getting a less powerful attack. So I think Waterfall is not going on anybody, which is fine. Waterfall is basically just Water Crunch. So
yeah, it is. Chance of flinch, 80-100.
It's pretty good. It's not like amazing or anything, but late in the game, an 80-100 with flinch is pretty decent. If I had a more physical water type Pokemon, then I'd probably be throwing it on there.
Oh, for sure.
Fuck's sake.
Defog again. Yep. Thanks, random burb.
Yeah, I don't know who you are, but thank you. Let's get on our bike. It's actually going to make it significantly harder, I think. Ugh. It's actually not too bad.
Biking upstairs and around some people.
Over a wooden log bridge. through two people that are hanging out and having fun.
They're
There
just
we
chasing
go.
each other. No biggie.
Yeah. It does feel a little bit silly with them being ace trainers, but
Yeah, instead of joggers, but joggers are you can only fight them in the morning.
I like that we get another
So it'll probably
scene.
never happen on a D-pad video.
Probably not, no. We get another scene for the barrel there. I was like, there's got to be something up here. That's a grass.
The meadow plate.
Power of defeated giants infuses this plates. I think that's a grass one, yeah. Oh, yeah, because the fairy one is a pixie plate.
Pixie plate.
I don't have any grass Pokemon, though, so... And Delmar, I would rather have what he's currently got as opposed to the whatchamacallit, the grass knot being all powered up.
Yep.
All right, what do we got here? Level 20. Okay. So nothing to even remotely be worried about.
No, this is early game.
Yeah. I guess that's true. We kind of dive up this way pretty early. We just keep seeing shit that we can't touch for a while.
Yeah, I think
Ugh,
the game does a
nothing
pretty
we're
good job of telegraphing that they have.
Like more to see and do.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it's definitely a good way to make a compact map feel larger.
Yeah.
When you have sections to retread later.
Right. I usually appreciate density over breadth, like, whenever I can. Like, it's one of the things that I really hope that they change for the upcoming Zelda games.
Yep.
On top of that, too, Pokemon. For Scarlet and Violet, like, it was fun to have a big, wide region, but it did feel like really large pockets of nothing
Right.
at times.
That's probably part of why it looks like this new Legends game is mostly going to be
in the city, so
Yeah.
it's going to be much more densely packed, I have to imagine. And honestly, I would say that Legends Arceus did a good job of keeping things feeling pretty dense also. Like, I didn't feel nearly as much like stuff was just nothing.
Right.
Which is weird because there's way fewer people and way fewer, like, things to go interact with. But something about, like, the smaller size did make it feel less like just one enormous wild area.
Right.
Because I was not a big fan of the wild area from Sword and Shield. It just felt like they went, I don't know, man, we're just going to put anything in here. It really doesn't matter. And it's like, oh, all right.
Yeah, it did sort of make Pokemon hunting kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Because you could just sort of wander through there and get everything. 20 new catches.
Yep. It's like,
on
oh,
this
all right.
adventure.
I think I'm actually going to leave this as is. Yeah. I like the... Oh, actually, wait a second. Yeah,
It
what?
boosts water type moves.
It does. I'm just looking at what is Pippa currently holding. I think that's the one that protects it from electric attacks.
That shell?
Choppleberry.
Oh, it's a berry.
Oh, no, that's fighting attacks.
I mean, super effective fighting moves coming in at you is not good.
Yeah, I'm actually going to leave it on there. I'd rather play more defensively for what's coming than go for offense. I would rather play the long game on basically all of these. I think we're good over here. There's some water over here just to the west that we can probably check real quick. I'm gonna do Mount Coronet last, just because that one is probably gonna be a little more frustrating to go and do that with, and we may as well just start from the bottom and go straight shot up.
Yep.
Oh right, this is the thing. Oh, it's so weird because like I don't need to worry about John anymore. Like I've beaten him in points. There's no coming. Like I've had him beaten for the last 2 matches now.
Yep.
So the next one is not one that matters. So I'm like much more nervous about the champion, as I should be anyway.
Right. Yeah, the next face-off doesn't matter. Getting farther in the game matters.
Oh boy,
hypothetically.
So I'm like, I'm nervous about the champion.
Yep.
But also, if I beat John, that will tie for the best record that we've ever had in padlocks.
All right.
It'll be tying with when John beat me in Pokemon X and Y. He beat me 7-2. So it'd be nice to bring that back around and have an equally decisive victory.
Sure.
Especially, ironically,
every time that you can prevent an asterisk from getting weaseled in somewhere.
Yeah, it's like no, this was a clear and total victory on that. The irony also being that the brother lock of X and Y is about to wrap up also, so the timing on there is kind of fun.
Yep.
And Pokemon Legends ZA just got announced, so even more X and Y little tie-ins and things.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have all of that kind of come together a little bit.
That's still a while and a whole nother console out.
Yeah. Well, so that's the thing, right? Like, one, Nintendo would be stupid to not have the next console be backwards compatible with their best-selling home console ever. They did it with the Wii U for the Wii. They're going to do it with the next one for the Switch 1. Holy shit, Pokemon.
So I have an excuse to give a friend a Switch again? To justify buying myself a Switch 2?
Presumably, yeah. So allegedly, internally at Nintendo, they were planning on doing it at the end of this year, which is pretty normal. Ironically, the Switch was, as we're sitting here today, 7 years ago in March, not the holiday season.
Yep.
And it looks like they're going to be doing basically the same thing again. Like, literally, it may come out almost exactly today 1 year from now.
Sure. That would be cute of them if they decided to have that be the release date again.
For the 8th birthday of the Switch, they put out the Switch 2. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I feel like there is not actually going to be anything up here. I think I was just kind of going off of... Yeah, I think not.
Yeah.
Does it have a description on these? The streams forwarded by this path wind past Oh, I missed that. Read that as corpses.
Copses.
Copses is like a real unusual word to throw in, but all right. I think this was almost like a swampy area more than anything. I'll check down here, but honestly, we're not in a mountain region anymore. So maybe I think I'm just going to go for Mount Coronet.
Yeah.
I think that's probably about it. Even up here, I don't think there were any waterfalls. The Switch stuff, we'll get into it next time.
All right.
Bye.